spinning tales from who knows where. A scream, a laugh, a twisted thrill. Oh, the radio's hot and the night stands still. Oh, turn it up louder, feel the shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror. Right on time, it's Friday night, mama. Friday night lives, talking horror and drama. It's Friday night, mama. Oh yeah, Friday night lives. Friday night lives.
It's Friday night, mama. Time to talk about Faces of Death. Mark,
Thanks, Mark.
fucking devilish Jezebel, you.
It's Mark's fault.
Mark, we were just gonna do something lighthearted and fun, and then Mark's like, "No, I want real death.
These are lighthearted and fun.
I want carnage and death, dismemberment." Here we are.
Here we are.
No. So no,
Mark fucked up.
Mark, this movie and this series of movies is legendary in its status, and we're going to be talking about it and talk about some about the sequels and the other films that kind of follow, like Traces of Death, and our experiences with that shit. I know, Rambo, you haven't had any experience with that, and I feel like that your mental health is probably better for it. Sometimes
I do have a story behind this that it's a quick story, but it involves you guys actually. The Dead Pit, because this is the same DVD I won from you guys.
Yep.
During the days of Blog TV. It was a trivia question. I forget what the question was, but I won it. This was my prize. So I'm like,
you loved it too.
I will say the commentary was interesting. Michael Felsher's on the commentary with the director. That was more interesting than the movie, or movie, how you want to put it. I always say that was interesting, the behind the scenes, but the rest of it. No.
I was thinking about that actually when I was getting ready to do this show. I was like, this is one time I really wish we had Felsher to like kind of like fill in the blanks of doing that DVD and everything too.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Because he's got like a lot of firsthand experience with all that. It was a weird situation with that director too. You know,
what do you mean?
It just the way that came about. He didn't use his real name or anything like that. And then for years and years and years, nobody knew who it was. And and he finally came out right around the time that DVD was released. I would love to hear the background story about all that too. And
those are the, well, if you could call them films, those are the only films that he directed.
Yeah, well, he made a damn fortune.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you.
Now, I wonder how Felsher got involved, because this is Gorgon Video. I don't know if Felsher ever worked with them. It was just,
I can't. Who put that out though? Like, was it Dark Sky or somebody? Did they put that out?
Yeah, MPI, I think, had the rights, and then their spinoff company was
Gorgon Video on this DVD.
Yeah, that's their spinoff company, Gorgon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm guessing that was probably a way to like get their name off of it, kind of in a roundabout way.
Okay.
Probably. But yeah, so we'll go into all that though in grave detail. But before that, I guess we could just like bullshit around, take, any kind of questions that anybody has and just kind of talk. I was curious, like I haven't been keeping up with the world lately. We're still all here, so that's good. But I haven't really kept up with entertainment or anything here in the last couple of days. Anything exciting happened?
Well, the reboot came out. Did you and CK happen to check it out or no?
No, it's down here, but like I just don't feel like he's going to do it for some reason.
It did arrive there. Because I
Yeah.
know you're wondering. Thought it was going to be like a limited release, but it actually got down there.
For some reason, I knew it would be here though, because they get every horror film. Like that's one thing that around here will always do well. Is any kind of horror movie. So, yeah,
it's interesting. Cool.
I'd kind of like to see it. I hear mixed things. I'm curious about it though. But Bobby's already starting off with the super chat. He says, "My birthday is tomorrow, killer. I'll be going to boss battle with my former boss Matt from the YMCA and going to Texas Roadhouse." Well, yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Bobby. Enjoy your birthday, man.
Yeah, have a good time.
Eat
Oh,
as
yeah.
much-
I guess this was the other big piece of news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt. The original series is apparently going to debut on Shudder. And I had a couple questions about it, but I think Garrett made a really good point last night, which was that's probably what happened to Joe Bob. Is they probably had to they probably had to have quite a bit of money to get the rights to that show, and they knew it would be huge if they did, but they had to do something, I'd say, to shore that up. And they probably got rid of the drive-in.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a question for Felcher as well. Like, I wonder what it costs for digital restoration for the series.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you all. Is it in HD on Shudder?
I'm assuming it has to be.
Because if it is, I mean, that's
everything else is. So
that's a huge
Oh, it's the
deal.
old show? I thought they were doing new stuff.
No, it's the old series.
Oh.
yeah, the original. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just putting the original series up in, what did they say? Like, is it each week you get a new season or something like that, or each month? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. They're going to roll it out slowly.
Yeah. But that's the first time that anybody's done anything with that since the DVDs came out. Like, I don't even know how long it's been now.
Yeah. I can't even remember. Like it's been so long.
I love that show though. That was like the show that I grew up with, more
Same.
so than anything else, really. And it's got the advantage of actually being like on HBO, so like there's always like language and nudity, violent. Like they could do the actual like really graphic kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'll be curious.
Can't wait.
It doesn't say anything about a new transfer. So it might be the old transfers.
That's fucking weird though. Like you watch it in like, what would it even be in like 480 or something?
Spirit Crusher says it's the old transfers. That would be wild, man. It'd be like, yeah, it'd be like being there, like watching it like back in the freaking 90s, 80s and 90s.
How many seasons did that show go?
7.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of money to transfer all that, I don't even know if they would have been able to pay that much or be willing to. Maybe for the rights and then to show it. They might, I mean, if the rights was that much alone, I don't know if they'd be remastering it.
I mean, I've got to imagine that's what happened, though. That's the only thing that makes sense. As for, I don't know what the transfers are, but I've got to imagine that costs quite a bit of money to get that, especially for Shudder.
Right.
I saw this and I marked out. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I used to watch that movie when I was a kid. Like I know it's got Cory Feldman in it, but that particular movie for some reason, like I always have nostalgia for that movie. It fucking sucks, but it's like, well, it's just one of those movies, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
Oh God,
it's funny though.
I barely remember it.
I did a Cory Feldman video, and I was kind of surprised it blew up a bit.
Oh, really? I think anything with Feldman usually does well. People love to hate that guy.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I saw you post that video, and I'm like, he must be reading my feed or something, because I think it was Monday morning when I woke up. I'm just scrolling through my phone, and I see Jim in them Do you know that channel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was one of their short clips, and then after, of course, you watch that, then it just takes over the feed, like for actual videos. And I just click on one, and I'm like, these guys are amazing. That they're really, really funny guys.
That's why I did the video. I watched one of theirs, and I saw the clips they show of Cory Feldman saying he had 18 #1 hits. And I went, I gotta do a video on this
Of course
because
he
this is so
did.
stupid. I love the outtake too, where Dick Miller on the burps told him to shut the fuck up.
That's amazing. I've seen that clip.
Because like Cory Feldman was like high and like trying to talk while they're getting ready, and Dick Miller was like, "Shut the fuck up, kid. We're trying to act."
Yeah.
Is that an actual like outtake or something? Oh,
Yeah.
God,
I
gotta see
put
that.
it at the end of my video.
And
Yeah,
he's so
it says
serious about it too. It's
And like
great.
Cory Feldman acted like he was going to do something, but he's too much of a pussy that he didn't.
I just have a feeling that Dick Miller at any age would have fucking killed Cory Feldman. Like,
Definitely.
okay. So Justin Smith says Sean Clark also said he's working on Intruder filming locations and Fright Night 2 for Slippy. Well, that'll be cool.
Nice.
I actually look forward to that. And to definitely if Fright Night 2 comes out anytime in the future. You know what's not coming out though? Gator Bait. Never coming out. Just want y'all to know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I did see this, Deer Hunter. Like there was like Ebert, whatever Ebert's like website is now, and whoever does like gave it like a positive review. And I was like, that's fucking bizarre. Like you just don't expect that.
That's funny. I've heard it was too tame.
Well, I've heard that too, but mostly from like horror fans. I just wonder if like from critics, it's pretty what they want.
It's a pretty mixed bag. Is like I've heard some people say it was pretty good. Then I hear like it's just okay. I hear great practical effects, gruesome in some parts, but not in others. But I mean, what can you really expect from a reboot of a shockumentary film? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a really odd concept for one thing to do a reboot of a movie like that. And I think the biggest problem with that marketing that movie is nobody really knows what that would be like. Like what kind of story are they telling? Are they doing like another mockumentary? Are they doing a story about the film itself? Are they doing like a straight up, kind of linear movie? Like they didn't really explain it very well. And I think that's probably going to hurt it at the box office. Nobody knows what the hell it is. Bobby says, do you know Texas Roadhouse has a birthday thing where you can give your birthday wishes request and they'll go to your table and tell everybody that it's your birthday and say yeehaw? I did know that.
I didn't.
Not because
Actually,
I've never been to Texas Roadhouse.
Me neither.
Yep.
Which I know is funny because I'm in Texas, but
I would imagine. Do they have Texas Roadhouse in Texas? Or is that
actually, you know what? I don't know. I haven't seen one yet. I guess I
Yeah.
just assumed.
I mean, they definitely got
one in Texas.
There's got to be, yeah, but they definitely got KFC here, so like, I guess they would.
They don't have KFC here. They took it away.
Rambo, you never been to the Double Deuce?
No.
Is the stream freezing? I will fucking kill somebody if it is.
Hope it did. It happened to be the other night.
Let's see.
We'll see how streaming.
Yeah. Immortal says that it's basically taking Joe Bob's time slot on Fridays. Yep.
Are they really that low on money? They could not. I mean, is Joe Bob's show really that expensive? Okay, you paid Joe Bob, maybe the girl. Do you really need to have that much budget for it?
What, for Joe Bob's show?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I mean, it was their biggest show. I don't know how much they were locked into like a contract for or anything, but yeah, I have no idea. You wouldn't think it would be that much, but I mean, how much is too much for a channel like Shudder? Like it ain't like they're setting the world on fire or anything.
Yeah, what other original shows do they have?
That creep show
I
thing.
thought that was canceled years ago.
It was canceled, but that's the only other original show that I
Oh.
could think of they had.
Yeah.
That you only afford one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe it's some of the movies that they have deals with. Like, I know they have a part in this new, at least distribution wise, with this new Faces of Death movie. So I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Well, fuck Faces of Death.
You haven't seen it. You might like it.
Sure.
Really want to go to Living Dead Weekend, Uncle Bill? Any advice? Yes, I have several things, but it's too late for most of this advice to matter. Number one, you should have booked the hotel like a long time ago. Number two, you should have got your tickets a long time ago. Let's see what other pieces of advice. Do the mall tour. Larry does a great job. I don't know if you can get tickets to it now, but if you can, do it. It's a long tour, so like wear good shoes and like, you know.
How long
Just
was it again for you?
It's like 2.5, 3 hours. And you would think like, you know, that's too long, but like actually when you get into it and it's like you go back behind the mall and stuff to where the control room was that they were in, and you know where the like the little guard, the security guards office was and all that. You see all that stuff, like that takes up a lot.
Real
of
quick,
time.
like to piggyback on that,
Yeah.
question for you. When you did that tour,
Yeah.
what surprised you the most? Was there something you surprised?
I mean,
That, yeah.
yeah, because when we first went there, I was a little bit bummed about, you know, how little the mall looks like the mall that you remember from the movie, right? But the funny part about that is, like, once you go, you know, behind the actual scenes to where the staircase, the stairwell, and all that stuff is, the offices and all that. Once you get back there, then it looks exactly the same. So that was probably what surprised me the most.
Such a random question. The super chat.
I
My
see it.
God. Neither one. That's my answer.
Yeah, pick one, Mark. That's the fun of it.
Oh.
I'm thinking.
What an interesting question that is. I'd probably not want either one of them, to be honest. Like,
neither.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, apparently,
OJ, 'cause I think I could take OJ.
yeah, you probably got a better chance of taking him than you do Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Especially around
OJ
that
is like,
time.
I'll confuse him talking about Naked Gun. I love this part when he did his Naked Gun. Yeah, then I hit him in the head with a football. Tackle his ass. Just like Naked Gun.
Let's see. These dogs, I'm about ready to fucking chuck one of them out a window right now. Uncle Bill, are you buying the Blu-ray for Fight to Survive the Legacy of Bloodsport documentary? I am now, Carlos. I had no idea that it even existed, but I'm
Neither
definitely
did
buying
I.
it.
I've never heard this. No, that means need to do a commentary on Bloodsport.
Hold on a second. Let's see. Fight to Survive. Let me look it up. This is the first time that I've heard about it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I had no
here.
idea.
If my phone would type.
No, it's on Kickstarter.
Fight to Survive documentary. hate typing these fucking phones.
We'll come back to it. I haven't actually heard about that, but I would be really interested in it.
Yeah, they're almost halfway there for their pledge. So
Oh, it's a Kickstarter. Fuck.
yeah.
Fuck Kickstarter.
Well, guess what though? Bobby's back, and he says, "I'm doing a Janitor movie marathon from the first Janitor movie called The New Janitor 1914 to Joe Dirt to Willy's Wonderland."
Skip Joe Dirt 2.
So wait a minute. Is he doing? So you're doing a movie marathon that's just about janitor movies?
Yeah, because his job was as a janitor. So
That kicks ass.
I think there's a horror film called The Janitor.
Seems like it should
Yeah,
be.
it's a trauma film.
There probably should be if there's not.
There is. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Jesus.
I actually listen about this movie too. Frostbiter from Vinegar Syndrome. I actually really liked this movie. And I was surprised because there's not many things that come out from Vinegar Syndrome in the last couple of years that have been, that I didn't know about that have been worth a shit. But that's actually like an Evil Dead-ish kind of movie where it's all practical effects. It's done kind of the same way as Evil Dead. It's kind of got the same, people in a cabin kind of thing to it. I really kind of like that.
Like what's that other Evil Dead riff-off? I think Vinegar put that one out. Demon Wind. Is it like that? I don't know if you've seen that one.
I actually have to say I've got that one over there too. It's actually a little bit better than that,
Okay.
in my opinion.
It's a 90s movie or
It looked like it came out in the 90s.
never seen Frostbite.
Hold on, let me see.
I saw Devil Fetus.
Yeah, it came out in 1995.
Okay.
Devil Fetus was actually better. It was more fun than I thought it'd be.
There's a lot of those movies like that I enjoy. Those crazy ass, like fantasy.
Yeah, it's an Asian Hong Kong film.
Asian
Got a
movie, yeah.
priest with a sword shooting blue lasers. A guy gets squished by his room. It steals music from John Carver's The Thing a couple times.
Yeah.
So, Devil Fetus.
What was the movie? I just reviewed a movie that was a lot like Devil's Fetus. It's one of those Kung Fu Master that's got weird supernatural fucking power movies.
Oh, okay.
For some reason I like those kind of movies. Like in the one that I watched, like the guy's hair attacked people, so he would fucking whip his hair at people, and it would wrap around their neck and try to kill them.
That's cool.
Let's see, Corpse Mania. That's another one.
Yeah.
Never heard of the Corpse Mania.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome's put out a lot of those. They haven't done as much lately, but they put out a lot of that stuff.
So, Mark, are you going to see Michael Douglas when he says he's doing conventions?
No.
You don't pay a $300, $400, $300.
No, I'm good on that.
You get your laser disc of the game or whatever the hell you have. It's fine.
No, I don't think I need to do that. It's just these prices. Wasn't there something on there for like 1,000? What was it, a script or something? I think it's 1,000 for a script.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's insane.
Did you see the Jeff Goldblum thing?
No.
Fuck. If somebody in here has that, I think it's on Discord. I think if somebody has that, send it to me. It's it was something that CK posted somewhere, and it had Jeff Goldblum's price list for this signing that he was doing.
Oh shit.
And it was I think it was $200 or $250 for the signature. And then if you wanted his character's name, it was $200. And then if you wanted like a quote, it was 200 or 250. And it, like somebody did the math, and by the time you got to like, if you wanted just like a regular, signature with a quote and everything, it was like $1,000. It was one of the craziest ones I've ever seen.
I mean, I just at this point you gotta expect it,
Oh God.
especially from guys like that.
Yeah.
What the hell does Jeff Goldblum and Michael Douglas need to do that? They don't have money?
I'm sure they do. It's just if they're gonna do these shows, they really want to make it worth their while. That's all.
Then don't do the show.
God bless. I mean, I guess he's relevant because he's in those Wicked movies and shit. Still, but that's just an insane amount of money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find that real quick. I'll never be able to find it on here.
Christ. Oh, Mark, did you hear they're doing a sequel to Behind the Mask?
I did. I saw that on
I know
Instagram.
Uncle Bill hates that, but we love it.
They had talked about doing a sequel maybe like it seems like about 10 years ago or so. And
Yeah.
I remember they posted photos from like a table read or something like that. And for whatever reason, the production just ceased to move forward. I'm not sure if they lost money. I mean, it could have been a collected type of situation, like how that film got shut down midway
Thank God.
production. Well, I like the first two. I mean,
I love the first two. That's why we don't need a third. The second ended perfectly.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if we needed the third one. But
all these others, stop making them. You'll screw it up. They haven't screwed it up yet, so I'd rather them not make it.
It's true.
It's too many. We were already talking before, franchise killers. You guys did your Chucky one, Rise and Fall. Great job on that.
Appreciate that, Rambo.
Yeah. Just being honest.
Good. This down here.
Oh,
it says I went to Full Moon HorrorCon National and nobody was in line to meet Spencer from Ice Nine Kills.
Oh, no problem, Garrett. Just being honest. You guys, great job, man. Rise and Fall, Chucky, very good.
Garrett, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, if anybody hasn't watched that video yet, it's multi-streamed. But yeah, it was a really good video. Went through all of the Chucky movies. Didn't get a chance to go through the series because none of us had really seen the series, but like, who gives a shit? To be honest about that.
You're not missing anything. It's god awful.
You stole my line, yeah. Yeah, I'm missing squat. You want to see Chucky killing is cool, but
talked about Mark being in Child's Play 3.
Yeah, I know. I saw that on the replay. It was cracking me up. I'm like, well, why did I get thrown in the mix?
I did hear something about this. And I was like, surely to God, that's not true.
Oh, no. What?
Yep, it's coming. I can only imagine.
With who, though? Like, what action star are they going to, like, who do you even have to put in that?
Glenn Powell.
Probably.
Could you imagine him on, like, some wires doing roundhouse kicks?
Yeah, giving him credit, Mark.
Scott Farkas.
You see The Running Man?
I did, unfortunately.
It's pretty bad.
So it says, I don't know who this person is. Michaela Cole, the creator of the acclaimed series I May Destroy You, is teaming up with A24 for a reimagining of the film, which she will write and direct. I'm sure that'll go over amazingly well.
Garrett, are you being serious? It's a female lead, or are you just saying that?
I could believe him.
It's a female director. I know that.
man. So then it might actually be a female lead. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Listen, everybody knows that men can't do anything. We can't even fight anymore, boys. It's
No.
all. Yep.
Transport.
It is.
I don't know. That
Oh my god. Yeah.
They fight for their identity.
yeah, I just man, it almost wouldn't matter even if it was a dude. You can't recreate that. The authenticity
No,
of
that-
a dude
where they
who's-
shot it doesn't even exist anymore. Like the production value of like the on location sites that they were at was amazing. I love all those like back alleyways and stuff. Just the whole look of that place.
No, I ain't against women. I'm against a bunch of dumb bullshit.
Nah, there ain't no strong women anymore.
And also, I don't give one single fuck about the other stuff, but she wants to drive her credit report into negative numbers. That's fine with me. Go
No,
crazy.
there's nothing wrong with strong women and nothing
But
wrong
there
with
aren't any
female
right
leads.
now.
But yeah, no, I mean
They're
it's
TikTok or they're stupid.
yeah.
What is this shit? We need all female remake of Cruising.
They just need to make some babies.
What the fuck are you talking about, Rambo?
That's what women for, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They make some
We're gonna-
babies.
Listen, you can't say that anymore. We're gonna get kicked off YouTube, motherfucker. Like you know how these people are.
Losing viewership already.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
Now
It's
look
a
what you
beautiful
did.
thing.
Look what you did now. Look at this. The fuck, you brought the woke creepy Kentuckian and the real creepy Kentuckian in here.
It's like a genie disappears.
Son of a bitch.
God. So, are you excited about the all-female led Bloodsport remake?
Who's starring it?
No, nobody
Kathy
yet.
Bates. Kathy Bates is gonna be that big sumo guy. It's gonna be her.
Kathy Bates. Well, she's the new Matlock. She can't be in Bloodsport.
Oh, that's true.
Do you say Matlock?
Yeah, isn't she the new Matlock? Was it Matlock? What is it?
One of those shows. Yeah, I know what
What?
you're talking about. I think it is Matlock.
Yeah,
I
they
thought you was kidding.
redid Matlock, and it's like I don't know if
That's-
she's playing Andy Griffith's daughter or what, but
Fuck me.
Yeah, you're right.
they got Daniel Roebuck reprising his role too.
Madeline Matlock.
Mandy Griffith.
Little Yachty Bulls was back on SmackDown. It was sort of a big deal. I ain't even kidding. He was back
Are
on
you
there,
fucking?
man.
Did
They
they
got
get
him on there.
little? They get little bass boat.
Well, they had Little Yachty, and see, Little Yachty is the hype man for Trick Willie, right? With the lemon pepper
Oh.
stampers.
I don't need a fucking hype man.
And
He's like Flavor Flav for him.
see, they're bringing the hype man in. They're pulling all the stops, man. Randy Orton has got Pat McAfee, who just announced 25% off all WrestleMania tickets from now until the end of Monday Night Raw. Well, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So there's a hype man for Randy Orton. And now Cody Rhodes has got a hype man in
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
That's so killer. This has got to be the worst WrestleMania ever, man. It has to be. There's just no way.
What?
They keep fucking it up more every week. It's like a train wreck. It really is. You're like, what in the hell are they doing?
They think all this shit is actually going to
Yeah.
pay off.
I don't know if you heard this or not, Rambo, but I'll restate it. Jelly Roll is now like the hype man for Cody Rhodes to compete, I guess, with Randy Orton and Pat McAfee.
So Pat McAfee just came out and said people get 25% off.
Pretty much. That's what they did.
Well, after
Yeah.
that Punk promo got all the buzz about
Mhm.
discounting tickets, they had to do something.
Here's my question though: what about the people that already paid for the fucking tickets? So they
That's
just
what I
like,
was wondering about.
screwed?
Yeah. You're going to make them very angry. Like, hey, boys, I want 25% off my shit. I guess they're thinking if people could afford that high of a price ticket, they don't need anything off on it.
I was thinking the same. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Imagine those VIP packages in the front row seats.
No wonder I don't watch wrestling anymore.
Well, I couldn't imagine ever actually going to another wrestling event. Like I enjoyed seeing it live. I really did, but not at that price or anywhere near that price. I won't even go to a damn concert if it's more than like $85 for a ticket or whatever. I just won't go. I ain't paying fucking $800 or whatever to see Axl Rose sing like Mickey Mouse. Whatever. He sounds like shit. I mean, I would love to see Guns N' Roses in concert just to say I saw them, but not for $800.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Fuck $800. Did you see the Metallica ticket prices? Like somebody posted those, and it was like they were in like the thousands for the Vegas shows that they're doing and stuff. Like the tickets in the round that are like they're like thousands.
Why?
Of dollars. Buddy, I don't know. I posted
think
on there.
all
I was
that-
like, I said like time to have seen them would have been back in 1986. Like nobody gives a fuck now.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
they all sold out, and they really did sell out. Like not just got popular. They sold out, and they changed their entire style of music just to try to like get more people to listen to them, and then turned around and went back and did the exact same shit they'd always done, except it sucks now.
Just to go back a bit, what does Pat McAfee have to do with Randy Orton?
Nothing.
Like what's
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
No, it really doesn't.
okay.
See, and even the Seth Rollins Gunther thing, because like sometimes like in this modern wrestling shit, like I've got short-term memory loss or whatever. So I'm like, so I double check with Crater because he's like the most hardcore fucking like wrestling guy that I know. So I'm like, is there anything with Rollins? And because I don't remember anything with Rollins and Gunther. He was like, nope, nothing. So they're just with the injuries and stuff. They were like, okay, we're gonna put you guys together. Match. There's your match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So real quick, I just want to address this real quick. Look, dumbass, like that was like 17 feuds ago. Nobody gives a shit about movies and so anymore. Go away.
Fuck the bitch.
If you thought we were talking hate about her, you haven't really heard hate talk from us.
No.
Not her fault. She's an idiot.
Bobby says Uncle Bill said Matt we're watching Alien 3. Matt said movie emergency.
Fuck
Uncle
am
Bill
I
said
watching that?
wow, that's a good question. Uncle Bill said we're watching Fred the movie. I would never say that. Matt said movie emergency. Uncle Bill said we're watching Congo. I would definitely fucking never say that. You've never heard them words come out of my mouth.
That I'll agree with.
Uncle Bill only watches Fred the movie 2. Night of the Living Fred with John Cena.
Or Predator Badlands.
It's not that bad. You need to fucking go back and open your heart up to Predator Badlands.
Bullshit.
Matt said movie emergency. Apparently you're just going around screaming like movie emergency all the time. Oh wait, the movie is fun. Uncle Bill said, what if we're watching Megan? What if we were watching Megan? Matt said movie emergency.
What yeah.
I would leave. Fuck Megan. And it took Todd dancing ass. Fucking Megan.
Listen, it's another movie you need to open your heart to in the cackles, but also
Yeah,
Chinese
throw it in the
Uncle Bill
river.
is in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
I can't post any of the shit, but like, it's killer yet again.
You know, people trying to always get us in trouble.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
They'd not do that.
Crater is the personification of wrestling.
They've got Faces of Death. It's on YouTube, by the way, the movie.
Yeah.
Because
And Tubi.
playing over here.
Toby.
Faces of Death. Gonna make me vomit.
Oh my god!
Listen, I don't
See
give a
what
fuck.
happens?
I do not give a fuck about any of this. Like I
At least
said,
you spell the word on.
why in the good Lord's
Common
name is
one E.
anybody bringing this up again? That was like a fucking year ago.
It was probably over a year ago.
One me, one you.
If
meant
you-
on.
Oh God, how do I explain this?
Can't even spell on. Don't worry about it.
If that
Can't spell it. Look
person,
from phonics.
that
Not just for
person
kids.
wants
That's
to.
a troll. That's not.
Oh, I know.
her.
I'm
Okay.
aware it ain't her. But what I'm saying is, if that's why I'm saying if that person instead of you, if that person wants to spend all their money on whatever the fuck they want to spend all their money on and go thousands and hundreds of $1,000s in debt or whatever, and like, fine, who gives a shit anymore?
Here's
We're
the
way
deal.
beyond that.
Here's the difference. Okay. You got a little webcam right there, right?
Mhm.
You record yourself and tell people how big of a goddamn moron that you are and upload it on fucking YouTube for everybody to not only see it, but also comment on it. So you're setting yourself up. She's the one to blame. If she's pissed off about anything that's fucking put on there, take it off. Don't put your life on YouTube, right? I'd have been ashamed if I'd gotten, what was it, $30,000 worth of fucking debt by buying goddamn movies. I would be ashamed. I definitely wouldn't make a video about it.
I mean, you got to get debt the old-fashioned way, which is porn. If you're not doing that, if
And
you're not
drugs.
accruing- yeah,
Drugs.
But if you're not doing those things to get debt, then we don't want to hear about
I would
it
have thought
here.
drugs would be the number one thing, but I guess for you it's porn.
Listen,
That-
it's rough addiction.
I'll never understand though, like somebody there, and there's a few people that's like this, right? You're online, you're putting your life online, making videos or whatever. If you don't have thick enough skin to listen to people talk shit about you, because that's the internet, it's always been that way and it's always going to be that way.
Mhm.
Delete your YouTube page. Leave.
Right.
But before you do, go fuck your eyes.
Go back on.
Shameful.
Psycho Hobo says, is there any movies with wizards, but it's R-rated?
Wizards?
God damn, that's a hell of a question.
I'm
Really.
gonna have to sit back and think about that.
Jesus Christ.
Nightmare 3. The kid, he's the
Wishmaster?
wizard master. Yeah, I was gonna say Wishmaster as well, maybe.
It's
That's
Wishmaster.
really specific. What
You
kind of
got a
wizards are
wizard.
we talking about here? Like a sword and sorcery
A
Excalibur
dark
style?
wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the sword and the sorcerer. There you go.
Red Sonja.
Is that
Is there a
rated
wizard
R?
in that?
Oh yeah. There's several wizards in that.
Is that R rated?
I don't know, honestly. I think so.
Is there any horror movies with wizards? An ass wizard.
There's
There you go.
warlocks. I don't know about fucking wizards, except for like Mark was saying, Dream Warriors.
Yeah, Mark's favorite.
That question literally fried my brain. I could not.
Simon isn't a wizard though. He's the king of the witches. It's different. That movie sucks ass too, boy. It's a shitty fucking movie. What a turd.
Simon King. Oh God, I remember that.
Is the
That's like-
leprechaun a wizard?
Mm.
I don't know.
The Wizard of Anal. There probably is a movie called that, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a Wizard of Oz spoof. We're off to see the Wizard of Anal.
Lord.
If there is, please don't request that.
You'll have to watch it, do a fucking 30-minute review about it.
Oh, shit.
So are we talking about Faces of Death now?
No, we're talking about anal now.
Yeah.
We're talking about Faces of Anal.
The many faces of anal. I don't know how to segue out of this really, but let's just go ahead and talk about Faces of Death. Mark, go for it. You get us out of this fucking.
It's
Well,
a feel,
I'll say
it's a
this
feel
here.
good movie. Yeah.
How did everyone first hear about Faces of Death? That also goes with people in the chat. How did you first hear about it? Was it a family member? Something you just found in a video store? Was it just a friend at school telling you about it? We'll start with you, Mark. Like, how did you hear about it?
Friends at school for sure. You go through that period of watching every horror movie, and it's just one of those things that came around, and there's always one person in the group who like, oh yeah, I've seen it, but they haven't seen it, kind of thing. And yeah, honestly, I thought it was fucked up, but it wasn't as extreme as some people had made it out to be. Yeah, I don't think I saw the sequels until way later. But yeah, it was really, really bad VHS tape. I'm not even sure if it was like a legit tape, but yeah, it was weird. Never seen anything like that before. So it would have been the 90s for me.
Had you guys, you two, before that, talked about Faces of Death a lot on your show back in the day?
No.
I think we may have reviewed the Blu-ray. Oddly enough, like the first movie came out on Blu-ray really early in Blu-ray's life. Like it was like 2008, maybe 2007. And I always thought that was strange. And Felcher worked on the Blu-ray as well. But yeah, I don't think, as far as talking about it on the show, I don't think we ever really, because I mean, what can you really, like, we're going to find out in this show, what can you really talk about shit like this?
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially this is, I mean, it started as staged footage, and then as the movies went along, there was more and more real shit shown in there, and there were spin-offs of this and everything else. So, but the popularity of these were pretty insane back in the day. My first memory of Faces of Death was the video store. That's how I saw these tapes that had warning labels on them and everything else. And of course, a young impressionable kid is going to be like, especially one that's into horror movies and stuff, it's going to be like, holy shit, this is real. This is not a movie. And it was almost like a dare with friends. Like you would go Friday night after school and the video store and pick out. And I think I was talking to Uncle Bill about this. You get like a whole like plethora of, you get your video game, you get your wrestling tape, get your horror movie or whatever, and get you a big greasy fucking pizza, right? That's how kids spent their weekends or whatever. And, but yeah, this was one of those dare tapes is what it was. I mean, you're like, oh, you haven't seen that yet? Oh, you're a pussy. You won't be able to watch that,
Well, weird thing about this Faces of Death to me is the only thing I remember about that movie was, up until Felcher put it out, was the cover. I never watched that. That was not the movie in high school that everybody talked about. The movie in high school that everybody talked about was Traces of Death. So
Mhm.
roundabout when I was 15 or 16, I went to Superstar Video, which is what it was. at
They
that
had
time.
all of them.
I remember this. I still remember this vividly, man. I just went in there and rented like at least 2 or 3 of those Traces of Death movies just by myself. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody said a word. Like, just rented all those. And I remember going home, watching the first one, and just being like absolutely just, I don't know what the word is, but just
You wait until your parents go to bed, of course, because you're like, this is fucked up. They can't know that I rented this.
yeah, I'm sure that they weren't anywhere near like when I
How old were
watched
you?
15, 16, somewhere in
They
there.
didn't card you or anything?
They didn't say a word.
They didn't do
They
stuff
didn't
like
say
that in
anything.
Eastern Kentucky. If you got the money,
No.
they got the time.
Because like I remember kind of being worried, like, am I going to be able to get these or anything like that? And like they didn't even bat an eye. It's like check me out, put it in a bag, fuck it.
Yeah.
But like the scene that always sticks with me about those movies is the Bud Dwyer scene, and like seeing that at that age, I was just like,
That's in Traces.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I never saw Faces. I never saw Faces until like Felsher's version of it. So like I have no background of like renting that movie or anything like that.
So I'm curious, when you watched that first one, did you even bother watching the others? Because you said you rented more.
When I watched the first Traces of Death,
Because you said you rented you rented a couple of them?
I rented a couple of them. I don't honestly remember if I watched all of them or not.
Because I wonder,
just
like, after
remember-
the first one, are you sure you?
I don't think, probably not.
No, I
Yeah.
just remember being absolutely like, just, I wouldn't say I was horrified, but it was more just like amazed that something like that existed.
Shock.
Shocked, yeah, to where you're just kind of like, what in the hell did I just watch? And it just stays with you. It stayed with me my entire life because I'm still like here talking about it. So it's weird because I remember vividly all of the details of renting that and like watching it for the first time. But as far as Faces goes, nobody brought that movie up. Everybody always brought up Traces of Death, and I don't know why, but that was just.
Well, the funny thing about like Faces of Death for me though, I was renting that shit when I was in middle school. So I was like 11 or 12 years old. And because I went back and looked, because they ended up making 6 Faces of Death movies, I think, right? By the
There's
time
8.
Is there 8? Well, I was looking on
Technically there's 4, but then there's other movies that are like, one is like a fact or fiction, and it's the writer director talking about which scenes were real, which weren't. So I mean, he shows that it's all staged, and that came out in like 99. And then later on,
I was just looking at
ones.
I think the VHS box set or something like that they had I think it was 6 tapes or whatever that they would later. But by the time that I was watching them, I think the newest tape was like Faces of Death 3, maybe. So whatever year that came out,
86, I think.
And they were all big box tapes. Like, this is the only clear example I've got of how they were back in the day. Which I think this is the best cover that they ever did for Faces of Death.
Yeah.
And Gorgon Video, which was that, Mark, do you know, was that always owned by MPI?
Yes.
Okay, because MPI has been around for hell and ever. But Gorgon Video also, I mean, they did a little bit of everything back in the day, but I think this series was their moneymaker for sure.
Yeah.
And still to this day, you can't put any of this shit on eBay, right? They don't allow it, I don't think.
I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it is on eBay or not.
Go look and see if any Faces of Death shit's on eBay.
Real quick though, because I was curious about this too. Rambo, like, did you ever see this movie? I feel like you didn't, probably growing up, right?
Back in the day, no.
Yeah.
I vaguely heard like it was the Dare movie, but my community, they were not really into anything movie wise unless it was like a fucking new Adam Sandler movie. That's the only thing they talk about movies. But I vaguely heard about it, and then no, it was actually you guys, because I told this before, but this DVD is the same one when you two did Blot TV and you had a trivia question, and I won it. I got this sent, and thus I was able to see it. And the commentary was interesting, as you mentioned. Michael Felcher's on the commentary with the director, and the behind the scenes stuff was fascinating. But the movie itself, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the movie kind of sucks. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Like, the actual contents of the movie are pretty bad.
But the
And it's-
story behind it's kind of interesting. Like, it's an interesting commentary to listen to. I can't remember the question I answered, Jackson. It was a horror like trivia question.
We're talking probably close to 20 years ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It'd be killer if you did
whenever that
remember.
came. What's the date on that DVD, Rambo? I think it was 2007,
2008.
2008.
Okay.
2008.
So yeah, 18 years ago.
I'm curious though, because a lot of people are posting like their first experience with it. I want to get to a couple of these real quick though. Down is Up says, found it at the video store. Joe, my friends, and I rented it. Joe says, even at like 10 years old, something seemed off about it, about the movie. It was a blind rental in college my freshman year. It led us to renting all of the Traces of Death movies. Yeah, I feel like that was like the movie that transitioned everybody into Traces of Death too.
Yeah, the popularity of they were called Mondo movies, I guess, is what they're called now.
Yeah.
That's the kind of the genre. But you had just all kinds of spin-offs and spoofs. They had this separate series called, and I'm not, Uncle Bill probably remembers the VHS covers. I think it was called The Many Faces of Death. And it had like skulls all over it, and there was like probably 4 or 5 different ones of those. And they had death faces, which looks very similar to that one right back there.
Death faces.
Death faces.
It was an untapped market.
Dude, Superstar Video in Prestonsburg had all of them. They had every one of them. All the Traces of Death, the Many Faces of Death, the regular Faces of Death, Death Faces, all this shit.
So obviously a lot of people, they saw it because it was like a dare. Like, do you dare to watch this? Kind of like this will make you a man type of thing.
I think that was the whole thing about it.
I had a buddy that vomited after we watched.
Was that
Really?
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always had the weakest stomach too, though. He was easy to get yakking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the weird thing about it is that like the writer director of this, well, first off, these are the only movies he ever directed, but he did have some success as a writer. He wrote a couple Knight Rider episodes, wrote for the Fall Guy TV show, even Dragnet. So he had a career outside of these, but when that first movie hit in '78, I mean, budget of less than $500,000 and made over 35 million in the US. Like, what more do you even need to do? 35 million in 1978.
That's
think
you
of
imagine
how-
what that is now.
How innovative that is, too, though. And it was right on the cusp of the home video market becoming a big thing.
Yeah. So
And
what's interesting about that is that the first 2 movies go theatrical, but when you get to the third film, it goes straight to video. And
This was theatrical.
oh
Yeah.
shit. You gave me an idea for a fucking shirt.
What?
Faces of man. We gotta make it now, Uncle Bill. We gotta make it.
Jesus.
Faces of
killer.
meth shirt.
He'll have that design by tomorrow, guaranteed.
We could have the spin-offs too. Meth faces, the many faces of meth, traces of meth.
Yeah, they call that the Alpine. traces of meth. Um, Jesus Christ.
But
So you say, Mark.
yeah, so the third film comes out in '86, just in time. I mean, the VHS boom was already happening, but 1987 was the pivotal year for VHS. That was actually the first year where 90% of the film market was all through VHS rentals, as well as purchases, of course. I think the number that I saw was 5.2 billion with a B in 1987. The VCR went down in price, so everybody's buying VCRs and starting their home movie collections. So it was the perfect time for them to go from theatrical
They
to
started their own
video.
Faces of Death collection.
No, no.
Well, I mean, you couldn't go in. I'm pretty sure you couldn't go in a store and buy these movies. These were mainly they were mainly making money off of rentals, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, mostly rentals. And if you could purchase it, of course, the main thing about 87 was also that was the first year where home video revenue surpassed box office. So I could imagine like the studios going crazy, like everybody's just diving headfirst right into the VHS market. Business was booming.
So I'm curious. You said the first one was 35 million or so. They
Yes.
made.
Mm-hmm.
Did the director see any of that money?
He did see quite a bit, yeah.
So he got rich from it, probably.
Yeah, and I think that was the catalyst that prompted him to keep going and make sequels.
How many did he make? All of them? That's faces.
Well, so the thing is that the first four are actual like legit movies, some stage footage, some real footage, and then 5 and 6 are compilation pieces of the stuff that came out already in the first four. And then the one after 6, which I guess you could call it the 7th film, that was the fact or fiction movie. Where he's narrating and talking, I guess pulling the veil off, because back then I'm sure most people probably still thought it was all real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but in '99 he did that direct.
Why would he do that though? Pull the veil out?
I don't know.
Well, the internet was kind of becoming a thing, and people will probably figure it out anyway.
Yeah, it was only a matter of
cash
time.
in on it. Yeah.
Somebody said, and I agree with this. If you watch the movie, it's pretty clear that some of it is staged. I mean, it's really clear in some of those scenes, like the monkey scene and stuff like that.
Scene, the dog fight as well.
The dog, yeah. So, yeah,
definitely.
Have you all ever seen this? Because I've always heard about it. Mondo Cane.
Oh, Mondo Cane. Yeah, years and years ago.
You mispronounced that, Uncle Bill, you piece of shit.
Oh, fuck. It didn't have a little squiggly line over it, so I didn't know it was Mondo Kanye West. Fuck off, Mark.
I'm trying to remember. I think Blue Underground put those out.
They did.
Yeah. Okay.
There was the one that Severin did too. That was actually pretty good. What was the name of that one, Uncle Bill? We reviewed that.
What was the context?
It was like a Mondo movie, much like the Faces of Death, but it was
From Severin?
The Art of Killing or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Was that the name of it?
That was it.
Yeah, because
I remember reviewing that.
It was made in the early 80s, but it was never released for some reason.
Killing of America.
That's what it was, yeah. Killing of America.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I watched that one on Tubi, I think.
Yeah, you
that
guys
was
said it
pretty
wasn't
good.
that bad, right?
Yeah,
What
when it
kind
comes
of-
to that sort of stuff, like I was kind of dreading it because I was thinking, I don't think it shows as graphic as, the Faces of Death or anything like that.
Right.
So it at least had like a little bit of a narrative, I think.
Right.
Bobby Reynolds is burning them up with a super
I was getting
chat.
ready to say we got to get to these because we're like 3 behind at this point. Bobby says, in Tibbs Drive-In, Uncle Bill said this movie stinks. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh, come on.
It's like
That's the
Faces of
guy
Death.
in the rubber suit. My mom can make a better movie than this. Yeah.
Some Faces of Death with a fuck this.
Matt said, quiet up. Uncle Bill sitting on the snack stand saying, are you talking to me? I'm going to quiet up. You quiet up.
Quiet up. I've never heard that term. Yeah. Was he shut up?
Yeah, I think he was just saying, like, what, 2 of them were theatrical?
The first
Mark?
2, yeah.
First 2? Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm curious how much more money those made on home video too, though, because that stuff was available for years and years and years after. You know, the theatrical release was in the 70s, right? So this was probably 91, 92, and they were still all over the video stores.
Yeah,
First time I remember seeing them.
I think part 4 came out in like 91 or 92.
That's the other thing about this that I remember too, is the band in 48 states or whatever shit that it had on it.
No, it wasn't. That was all marketing, which was genius.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I remember it being on there, like, and that being like the first time I remember ever seeing anything like that.
Banned in 46 countries, right?
Yeah.
The one I remember growing up, I don't know how many of these they re-released, but was a big clamshell box, like had the same artwork and everything on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
the
is
DVD has that.
Yeah, I think it's on. Yeah, it's on this one too.
I think that the first one was a video nasty, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually they would all become video nasties. I think. It took a while for them to release it in the UK, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the sequels are available in the UK. I don't think. I know banned in Australia and New Zealand, the UK as well. I think the UK only has the first movie, unless that's changed since. I'm not sure.
I love the silver labels that are on those old fucking tapes.
Yeah.
Where did you get that VHS, by the way? Have you had that for a while, or?
I've had that for probably 20 years or longer. I think Felcher. I got the first tape from him on one of those auctions or something like that, right? I haven't had that one as long. Probably right around the same time you got the DVD or something like that. But the red tape, man, I don't remember. It may have been like an eBay purchase from years and years ago. Although I don't think you can ever put that. Why don't you look, Uncle Bill, and see if it's on eBay, any of this Faces of Death stuff? I'm curious because I don't think they allow it, even still to this day.
Let's see. There's a poster. That's fucking wild if that's the case. Let me see. Faces of Death. Let's just say like
VHS. Which Gorgon does still sell VHS copies of the first movie. I looked earlier today. They're on there.
No, you're right. That's not they're not on here.
Wow.
How wild is that in 2026? Faces of Death is still a banned movie on eBay.
But I'll tell you this, there's
Death Faces.
I tell you this much though, there's like 5,000 copies of VHS of Death Wish 5 Face of Death. They've got that. Like, it's the only thing that comes up. I had no idea, but that makes sense, I guess, because some of it is like real.
I must have
Animal
bought
footage.
that tape then at a convention or something, right? Or traded with somebody. I can't remember. But I've had it a long time.
Bobby's back. He says
Behind the
in ROTC, Fabio said, "Morning, ladies." He goes to CK and said, "Your new name is Pinhead, Private Pinhead."
Okay.
He goes to Garrett and says, "Look on the ears on this one. What are those? See how like this is." What are those?
Drive a pinhead.
All right.
I don't know.
Goes to Mark and says, "We're not eyeball at me, boy." Mark, look up and left and right.
Now, Mark, you were saying before there. I mean, there are people that like love this stuff. There are people that just why.
Mark's
That
one
I
of those
can't-
people.
Mark's goddamn psychologist over here all of a sudden.
I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't even say that I love these films. I mean, they just more so they're like
You
time
got the
capsules.
German box set with the head.
Yeah, I mean it's. Go
You
ahead.
have it there.
Which was it? The Faces of Death that had the sex changes on there, like the sequel.
No, that was Traces.
I think that's Traces. Oh my god.
Okay.
Because I'll
'cause
some
never
of the
be
stuff
able to
is crazy.
unsee that. Either.
I remember that. Yeah, that's actually where I come up with the phrase, banana split a dick. That's how it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh god. Watching that, I should have just skipped those. Watching those sort of in preparation for this. I got to
I
that
didn't watch
scene
any
where-
of this shit.
Yeah. That
I can't
can't
do it.
unsee that scene with the guys.
I'd just rather have my memories. Yeah.
What about the girls? They had chicks on there where this one chick, she had like 35 or 40 vaginal piercings. It was insane.
Great.
It looked very mutilated, I'll just say. It's not an image I want to remember.
Pincushion.
Yeah. And then all the piercings connected to all her other piercings. So she had like the nose piercing, then is chained like to her ears, and like it was just
I'm curious, Mark. What age did you watch this?
Traces, or are you talking about Faces?
The pincushion, the stuff you're talking about.
Traces was way later. That was I don't know.
Probably the
kept
early
watching
years
90s,
ago.
right?
You watch that, you're like, I gotta
No.
see more.
When was the first Traces of Death? It had to be like the early 90s,
I
maybe
believe
late 80s.
the first Traces was 93.
God, that makes sense. Those movies, they hadn't been out for long. Actually, when I watched them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I think once you get to the second film, they still do narration, but nowhere near as much as the first Traces. Like the first Traces is all narrated and everything. When you get to the second movie, that's when they introduce all those death metal bands.
Cannibal
Dude,
Corpse
that
or
shit
something,
is
right?
fucking. That is hilarious. Like you got all that stuff going on in the background. You go, boo.
It adds to the ambiance. To the
That's
movie, for sure.
exactly how it sounds. Some of these band names, I got some of them here. Gorefest,
Yeah, that's probably one of the tamer ones.
Dismembered.
Hellord was on one of those, I think, right?
Yeah.
They should have been.
Baby
Macabre.
fetuses.
Macabre.
Brutality.
Brutality.
Yeah, it's pungent stench. I'm not making this shit up.
That's the bathroom in the
released-
morning after I get out of it.
They released the
stench.
soundtrack. So you can buy a soundtrack for Traces of Death.
That'd be a good soundtrack. I'm
Is there
sure.
one called
Put that in.
The cruise downtown Prestonburg blasting that shit.
This next one's called Butt Fuck by a Rake. Well, some good stuff. Business of Fear says the band from television VHS tapes is what I thought Faces of Death was going to be. I'd forgotten about those until
Oh yeah,
you just said that.
yeah.
Those
I
are on
vaguely
YouTube
remember
too. I'm
those.
pretty sure.
Mhm.
Remember the Alien autopsy tape when it came out? That was like a big thing. People were like freaking out about that. That looks
they
like
thought they were
such
real.
shit nowadays. If you go back and watch it now, like how the fuck did anybody ever think that was real? Are they fucking what the hell, man?
Is there a part of you like it's great nowadays we have the internet in terms of all the information, the ability to do stuff like this, is there a part of you that misses that kind of mystery, that you could find stuff like this in the wild and know very little of anything, even at a point you thought was real? Is there a part of you that misses that era, or not really? Is that just more nostalgia talking, or is there a part of you that misses that?
Well, I mean, it was the reason to go into a store and browse and look, and
Right.
I mean, that's all gone.
Right.
And even like, magazines and stuff like that, you would learn about, those are pretty much all gone for most newsstand. Well, there ain't any fucking newsstands left. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's definitely hurt all aspects of like entertainment for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Be ignorant. But we were talking about like the remake. None of us have seen the remake. Does a new audience even know what Faces of Death is?
No way.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't think they really even have any clue what that movie is about.
I mean,
probably
they-
gonna-
People that don't know what Texas Chainsaw Massacre is really, right? So how in the fuck would they know what Faces of Death was?
They try to use it a little bit in the marketing, well, at least in the trailer. But even still, like, I would imagine that some people just think it's a movie within a movie kind of thing, and not actually something that was around in the 70s.
Also, I think maybe some people, some of the stuff, sadly, you can find on YouTube, and I wonder if nowadays people would be more desensitized compared to how maybe we were back in the day.
That's
Yeah.
part of the plot of the new movie, is the desensitization. Am I saying that right? Of just everybody, like, because there's so much violence on the internet and in everything. Like, it's part of their
It's getting more on social media and like Instagram and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Twitter
Yeah.
and all that. Like,
like you can go on Instagram, you'll see fucking like pages that'll be like dark web videos, or like it just the most gruesome shit you can think of will pop up out of nowhere.
you'll see like a motorcycle crash and this dude like being flipped up in the air 30 feet without even looking for this shit. It just pops up on your feed or whatever. So there's definitely something to that.
Yeah.
So okay, real quick though, you got Faces of Death, you got Faces of Death 2, 3. Those are all kind of semi-real with some mixed in bullshit. Then you got the compilation ones that are just that. So then what comes next? Is Traces immediately after that, or is there something else in between?
There were, I think, because I remember Death Faces, and I swear to God that was the name.
Can't
of
get
it.
over how stupid
That was like a
fucking name
big
is.
box clamshell tape. So
Buy
I
on
think that
eBay, Death Faces.
that was probably on. I think there was a few of them maybe out before Traces, because Mark said Traces' Death was like 93.
that came, yeah. Traces came out after the third movie. No, the fourth movie. Sorry.
And the mini Faces of Death, I think, was a spin-off of Faces of Death. And that was out. And I remember there were a ton of volumes of those. I don't know if you can pull up that artwork, but man, I found it today and I was like, holy shit. I remember like there was like 14 of those or something like that.
So, Mark, you mentioned there were 6 or 8 Faces of Death.
Mhm.
How many Traces of Death were there? Do you know?
I think it was only about 3
Mm.
from what I saw. So there were other, like for Faces of Death, there were other films that were somehow put in, they were made canon, if you want to call it that. Again, there's no narrative structure in any of these films, but I think there was one that was hosted by Anton LaVey, and we all know who that is. That's considered a sequel, but it's not produced by Gorgon or anything. I don't even think they put it out. It's just another movie. It just happens to adopt the title as one of the unofficial sequels. And I think the last one that came out was released only in Germany I think you can only find it on the internet. There's no narration, no credits, but it's a lot of random gore scenes put together.
So would you say there was a ton of this stuff coming out? Because you would think if they realized the popularity and it's probably cheaper to edit, just get clips and stuff, put that together, they would just release that instead of making films. So you would think they would swarm the market by the dozens upon dozens, like a lot more than maybe it did.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, other than this franchise, if you want to call it that, and Traces, I never really looked for anything else beyond that. Like, I kind of had my fill with these.
You didn't see Death Faces back in the day. But I just mean, like, you have those two. If they're that successful, you would think there'd be a ton of other companies going, we need our version, because again, you would think the budgets of these would be a lot cheaper than, say, making a full-blown film. And
well, I think also you have to think that, like, these were not released without its share of controversy, obviously. So
yeah, I would
some
say,
companies probably just don't want to even fuck with anything like that, I would think.
So how did they get away with this stuff? Like, that's what you were saying, that I guess there's no rules with VHS. Like, you could, I would think is there some kind of limitation that you can
well, I mean, if you're talking about like going into like snuff, then that's probably like the cutoff point, because none of these movies, they don't have any actual, I'm talking about Faces, by the way, they don't have any actual like full-on people being murdered for profit. And if you're just showing stock footage of dead people or even these stage scenes, I mean, hell, they could make the argument that movies do that. So I guess
like the
that's
news
kind of
footage. Did you just say it's news footage, like the people falling and stuff?
Yeah.
And stuff. More
yeah, and I'm sure all that stuff was fairly cheap to purchase. So again, there's like no budget on these other than distribution costs, probably.
Just went down a rabbit hole finding all this artwork and shit. It's like,
yeah, I was still looking. I was still looking on here too.
I can't find like the many faces of death. Like,
it was hard to search for you. I can't find it now, but there was like, because like Faces of Death, Death Faces, Many Faces of Death, it all kind of runs together.
Weston Warner, yes, that did happen. My girlfriend, he asked, did anybody ever walk in? My girlfriend did.
What'd she say?
She's like,
that's like worse. Worse
yeah,
than like porn.
Yeah, it was. Her reaction was priceless. She's like, what the fuck are you watching?
She said, we're over.
She was just disgusted because like she sat down and she's like, oh, I'll watch. I'm like, this is probably not something you want to see. Even though I told her, it's staged and everything, but she just kept asking. She's like, are you sure?
You in there watching snuff movies in your room? Like, buddy,
Did
we need to
you
have a
show her
talk.
those vomit movies too?
No, God, no. No.
Yeah.
There's
that's maybe
two lines I won't cross.
Yeah, that's maybe even worse watching that shit.
Yeah.
Is that the closest equivalent of the physical media, the vomit movies? That obviously not the same, but would be that a closest juxtaposition? Or
I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's equivalent to anything.
Yeah, those are on
their own damn thing.
They're on
It's
another
like-
level of disgusting in a way.
It's like X-rated movie, like violent X-rated stuff is basically what it is.
Yeah.
See some girl gargling pee or whatever and then puke it up. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Urethra porn.
I've never understood that.
so when did you know it was first? Like you said, when you watch it now, the first Faces of Death, especially, a lot of it is fake when you watch it now. When did you first realize it? Like maybe not the first time you saw it, but when did you first get the inclination of it? That was some of this was fake.
I mean, I saw most of this when I was a young kid, so I just assumed all of it was real then when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It may have not, I may have just not even really thought about it much until the special edition Blu-ray and DVD and all that came out.
Mhm.
You know, so this wasn't something that I watched a lot or thought about a lot or whatever, but the whole story of the making of these movies is pretty interesting. And like you were saying, like the documentary and the commentary and all that. I mean, it's a fun story, whether you like the movies or not.
Yeah.
This
Did you,
comment.
But if you watch it nowadays, like the Monty Brain scene is fake. You could tell.
Yeah.
The alligator attack scene, the way it's edited, where you can't
Seems
see
like
anything.
seems like I remember too. Isn't there like a bear attack scene or
Yeah.
something that looks fake as shit?
Yeah.
Like that's the one where I was like, this is really fake. Like
I wanted,
yeah.
I wanted to ask you. I think it was real because it takes place in Kentucky. The snake handler, they got bit.
There's all that happens all the time around here for real.
There still is churches that has
to this day.
Yeah.
To this day. People die all the time for stupid shit like that.
Really?
Pentecostal preachers that handle snakes, venomous snakes, and then they get bitten and die. Happens at least once every couple of years.
My dad used to tell the story about how he and one of his buddies got invited to one of those snake handling churches or whatever. And they pretty much indirectly called them out as like outsiders or whatever. And they're not going to have their regular service today, which included the snakes. Right. So they didn't get a witness it in person, but yeah, man, they still do that. I mean, there are a lot of these small churches that are deep in these hollers here. Who knows what the hell they do?
Yeah, really.
What do you think is the reasoning behind them? Is to this day still do it? Just they're so used to their beliefs that just passed down so much throughout the years they can't shake it. Just all they know. Even today's age.
There's something in the Bible where it talks about that you can handle snakes and you won't get hurt.
Well, that
or like God will protect you somewhere. They took a passage out of the Bible that had
something about
to
a
do with
serpent,
that.
right?
Yeah. And then they just made it
protect some of them.
They just made it make sense to them, and then now everybody's dying. Just like walking around handling snakes. Eastern Kentucky preacher Jake the Snake from 1991.
That big killer, that big python.
No,
when I first saw this, I could tell like the electric chair scene, which is like probably the most famous image. You could tell it looked like it was Alka-Seltzer or something coming out of his mouth, and but you could tell like of all of them, that seemed like the more fake looking one.
Somebody asked if they were inspired by real stuff, and that was one segment that was inspired by actual execution. Recreated to poor effect, but again, it's
maybe just shot as shitty. I don't know.
Or that too. Yeah.
But even watch it, like what CT said, it is on YouTube somehow for free. And even just like I know some of it is fake, but even the real stuff they put in, some of the animal deaths, the slaughterhouse stuff.
Yeah, the slaughterhouse stuff is real. Yeah.
It's really hard to watch the autopsy stuff when they're. I just had to just flip through it. I couldn't handle it. I'm just really sensitive to that stuff. So.
Well, you got to think though too, like even the fake stuff. This was 1978. The way that it was filmed, it looks like documentary film footage. It doesn't look like a movie.
Yep.
Right.
You know, so for that time frame and just the concept of it was ingenious. The guy deserved $35 million or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was so far ahead of its time. And it's not, like we said, it's not a feel-good movie. It's nothing that you're really, most sane people aren't going to rewatch this.
Except Mark.
Except Mark.
Mark, we're,
we think Mark's okay.
What was the movie though? There was a movie, and I guess it probably came out after this. That was about like a film crew that was making a movie, but they got killed, and it was supposed to. Was it Snuff? Was that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
I think that might be what you're thinking of. Yeah.
And that was supposed to be real, right? Like, I mean, that was the kind of the concept of the movie.
The
What
concept,
year?
yeah.
What
Yeah.
year was that? Was that before this?
I was trying to. That's what I was wondering.
I think
like,
it
that-
was. I think it was right around, if not the same time, maybe a little bit before this.
1976.
Okay.
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 So it's probably a culmination of a whole bunch of different things that brought that about. I'm absolutely positive that Mondo Kanye, Kane,
Carne.
fucking whatever had something to do with it.
Carne asada.
Carne asada.
But what you're saying is true. Like the guy, I mean, definitely a good marketer. Definitely, I forget the exact phrase, but if you show 1, 2, or 3 things real, you can make the 4th and 5th one seem real, even if they're fake. Because, well, hell, if this and this was real, the rest must be real. So when you show enough real stuff, even if there's fake stuff, you just assume that's real because of all the real stuff you've seen. So it's a good psychological analysis on making one believe, especially in that time where you can't just look up on the internet to fact check and stuff. So you just more easily to believe it. So,
Mhm.
which you cannot do today because you just fact check everything and double, triple, and everything.
Right. But I mean, Uncle Bill, you mentioned the Snuff movie. I think for like part of marketing, the guys who were behind that, they hired like fake protesters. And, they drummed up publicity however they could. I don't think that film was as successful as Faces of Death, but
Probably not. No.
yeah, it's definitely like a sort of a precursor in a way to what would come later with Faces.
And yeah, we were talking before you came in, CK, that, well, at least I was mentioning that I think one of the Traces of Death, was that the first time the Twilight Zone footage was put out? Was Traces of Death 2 or whatever? That probably would have been the first time that footage might have been seen by a lot of people.
Possibly. Like that was what, probably the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how it got out.
Well, fuck, we did the video on it. We should know.
Well, I know, but we didn't know how the footage actually got out, though. You like anything like that were to happen today, they would never get it. It would never get out.
True.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good fights.
Bum fights.
Yeah.
But Mark, you actually have that bus, right? The set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I posted it on Instagram earlier. That'll be my next video. I was going to go over that. So there's that. And then, which you were talking about, CK, how Dark Sky they sell. This is actually one of those tapes. I got this at a con maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Still sealed, got the Gorgon sticker on the side. And then I think this was like last year sometime, Walmart had this. The first 4 movies.
Oh yeah, I remember that being a deal. Yeah, somehow they got into Walmart.
I never did see those at Walmart here. Yeah.
And then they did, let's see. So one's uncut, one isn't. These are the Blu-rays, and then they also put the DVDs in there as well for the whole set. But yeah, that bust, one of the cheaper ones. And again, I got it just because how many people are going to have this in their house? It's kind of a unique bust.
It's so fucking killer, Mark.
Just you and a bunch of fucked up Germans.
Yeah.
Wait, how does that bust open?
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Unlike a lot of the other busts that I have, this one does not have like a back piece where you could store the movie or anything. It's just like an actual bust.
Does your girlfriend see that?
Oh yeah, she's been down here several times.
Does she have any thoughts on it?
She doesn't want to watch it. I know that.
Mark's like,
But
she's
yeah,
been down here
the
like it's this
box.
fucking secret laboratory or something.
So here's the box. They put the "Do Not Enter" sticker on.
That's
there.
killer.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. It was fairly inexpensive, but I think only limited to about 300 copies. So there's only about 300. Oh, I forgot. They put the stickers in there too, so you get some stickers.
Did you
and a little mini
pre-order
poster.
the Vinegar Syndrome one or no?
I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm on the fence. I'm like, I got so much of this shit already. I don't know.
I feel like you probably don't need it.
How is it? How is a movie like that going to benefit from 4K? 4K.
It's not.
Question.
It's a
should-
marketing tool because the new one's out. So hey, if you've
Yeah.
never seen it, or if you never had it before, or you had it since VHS, and the tape is bad, you go buy it. It's just marketing.
I mean,
Yeah,
here's
there's no
my
movie out,
question:
go buy the shit.
why wouldn't they just put out a box set of at least like the first 3 or something like that? If
Mhm.
they can't get, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that would probably do really well. But the first one, just having the
Would they
first one,
do
that-
Traces of Death?
I don't think they could. Like, how do you release something like that?
Yeah, but I mean, some of Faces is real.
Well, they did do
right?
a DVD set of Traces of Death, didn't they? A few years ago. I'm pretty sure that exists.
Yeah,
somebody.
There
did.
is.
Do you remember what the company was?
I think it was like some one-off
I don't remember.
company.
Let me look it up.
Sandpiper.
Sandpiper
Yeah.
Pictures did it. Yeah.
TerraVision.
Let's see.
Release of
The
a
Box
database.
of Death.
Shitty Pints edition.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Hey, Uncle Bill was telling us that the new Faces of Death are surprisingly at your guys' theater.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super surprised because it seems like any horror movie lately they've got.
That's what he said.
That's what I said too.
Because I think with the new technology and just downloading the movies or whatever they do now, I don't know. Seems like they've gotten a lot more like obscure horror stuff since the downloads and all that stuff. Whatever they do, I don't know how they get movies now. I guess
It
it's
was-
satellite or something.
It was Brain Damage.
Yep.
Hmm.
They've released quite a few horror films.
I
Let's
just
see.
found the fucking VHSs of them from Brain Damage. Look at this. This is the actual. I think these are actual releases. This is the one that I remember anyway. Hold on.
Looks like there's 5 Traces of Death movies. This is the actual title: Traces of Death 5: Back in Action.
Like Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
That looks
That's
about
the VHS.
Yeah. Then they got more colorful as they went along, I think, right?
I'm wondering if like. No, they only have the first one on there, but yeah. I have to find all the different ones.
God, they released so many shitty movies.
You talking about Brain Damage?
Yeah. Oh my god.
So, okay, for Mark, since you're the expert at these,
Yeah. What's up?
with Traces of Death,
Hmm.
what kind of stuff was in them? Because I'll never watch them. So, like, what kind of stuff would be shown?
Yeah, Mark. Go for all
Would it
that.
just news clips or just obviously
Um,
not just news clips, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like news clip, B-roll footage. There's autopsy stuff. Like we mentioned, the piercings. That was a whole like 35 or 40 minutes of, I think the second or third one. They're all mixed together in my head. But yeah, like I said, the death metal stuff comes in and then just adds a whole nother mood and vibe to it that you just it's very off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
Very graphic stuff. Not stuff I would want to rewatch. That's for sure.
Isn't Traces the one too that has that weird ass narrator that's like,
Yes.
fucking, they thought that they were going out on
Mhm.
a cruise and they got their fucking head chopped off.
Yeah.
Poor fucker. It's like the worst narrator. Like,
They should have had CK to narrate it. You do a better job.
it's. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's meant to be like demented or whatever, but it comes
Yeah.
off as really, really funny and cheesy.
It's just a combination of all that stuff, like the death metal and that narrator, and just everything. It's hard to take it seriously until you see, somebody get their wiener split in half.
StreamYard did add a new tool on here, Uncle Bill, and I know how you like to play with tools. So we're going to have a live poll on here. People can let us know how you like these movies. Are you a fan of Mondo films like Traces of Death and Faces of Death? Vote. Let us know.
Fuck no.
There it is. There's a little poll.
Look at that, man. High tech
Wow.
shit.
Huh.
We can even
So-
move it. No, we can't. Yeah, we can.
Do you vote through like YouTube?
You can vote through YouTube.
Oh,
You need
yeah.
to put it back where it was at because it's covering everybody else's damn face up. Buddy Lord.
That's true.
I guess in the middle.
It won't let me put it in the middle for some
Oh.
reason.
I'm over here now.
Change that, boss.
I'll just
Look
go
at that.
here.
Mark's looking over.
Can we see the results? I don't know. I've never. We can hide it and view the results here in
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, fuck,
That's a
I
pretty
forgot
neat
about
little feature. I'll give him some credit.
that. Alpha says he picked up something pretty cool at the Evansville Mega Replay today. Well, what the hell did you get?
I think I know what he got. I posted it on Instagram.
Okay.
Didn't you see that? I sent it. That somebody had they had put on Road Season 3 for sale.
Oh yeah, is that from him? I didn't know that was
Season
him.
4. No, it
Where?
wasn't from him. He went and bought it. That's what he said.
No, he fucking didn't.
From where?
Oh,
It's,
is he just like he's just bullshitting around? Okay.
maybe Mega Replay in Evansville, Indiana.
Oh,
had
okay.
it.
That's what he's talking about.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck he meant, but yeah, it was they put on the road.
Cory from S'mores and
Shy.
Doors sent that to me. He saw it, found it.
I haven't seen that shit in forever.
It's out of print, Bulls. Very valuable.
So you have to put one or two in the chat to vote.
Hell, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't see the poll, but I guess if you just type the number, it does it.
Okay. Well, that's
Are you
kind of
saying?
stupid.
So what's the point of the poll? You just go, hey, type one or two.
So do you have to manually like count it up and then put it in the fucking poll, or does it do it
Well,
for
it's
you
not
automatically?
showing the. Okay, it says type 1 or 2 in the chat.
Okay, it actually
What the fuck? What's the point? That's stupid.
Should we stop the poll because it's not showing us who's winning or anything? Let's stop.
It says 100%. Well,
100%.
Well, yeah, I see
all
it
hell
now.
no.
yeah.
But it doesn't say
Okay.
how many voted.
Well, we can resume.
Look, this is brand new technology. We need to give it a chance.
It's dog shit.
Give peace a chance.
Mhm.
And I'm.
Jack says the most obvious thing ever. I'm going to say it since nobody said it. I don't like watching people die. All right.
This don't sound weird. They're both awful, but it's almost sometimes it's almost like worse to see animals die. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like I don't know. Just they both. Maybe just when I saw the first Faces of Death, the animal slaughter stuff got me more than like the people falling was horrible. Maybe because with the animals you saw more detail. I don't know what it is, but that one like got me more. I don't know why.
Because they're
don't
more
like
defenseless, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing any of that shit.
It's like Milo and Otis. Fucking the original Faces of Death.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I mean, it is, if anything, it's nostalgia. Like, it's a fun time period to go back there. The movies themselves, maybe not so much fun to go back and rewatch, but just kind of like the memories that you have growing up and seeing these fucked up looking, VHS tapes and with your buddies and all that.
So it's more like the atmosphere experience than the material itself.
Right.
Exactly.
That's all I want to say, boss. Look up Angela White. Thank me later.
I just want to see big titties. This is great. Carter says, "Do you remember Mr. Hands?"
No.
Mm-mm.
No, don't know Mr. Hands.
Don't know that.
Something tells me I don't want to fucking look it up.
I've heard of Hands of Stone, Fist of Stone.
Do you remember rotten.com though?
I do.
Oh, of course, yeah.
No. What is that?
It doesn't exist anymore, does it? Like,
No, it's gone.
yeah.
It's the faces. It's basically like Faces of Death, but on a website.
So it'd be like the dark web nowadays.
Yeah. They had like the photos of Princess Diana when the car crash and stuff. Like that was the site that had all, just any graphic sort of event that happened, they would post pictures of it.
But isn't it, I guess nowadays, like the closest would be like that dare is, I've seen this on YouTube from time to time, people daring to go on the dark web. Like that's kind of the equivalent of watching Trace's Faces of Death nowadays. Although that could really get you killed if you don't watch yourself. So that's even a couple steps worse. But because I've seen YouTube videos where people like attempt to go on the dark web and attempt to, like, that's the dare of today for a lot of younger people.
There ain't no fucking way I want to like do anything like that, because you don't know what the hell you'd find on there.
What if it was for a show?
You mean like you try to go on the dark web? No, I don't think.
No,
so.
you get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I've seen that, unfortunately.
Which one?
Phantasmat posted it. Yeah, Mr. Hands.
I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Two girls.
Somebody wrote it in there, but
Did you say one dude, one pickle jar? You remember that one?
Oh,
yeah.
No.
One guy, or was it two guys, one hammer, or something like that? Or three? Yeah, Justin Smith.
How about two dicks, one mouth? I don't watch any of that stuff.
No.
If there's a 3, 1, something, whatever, yeah, I'll skip it.
If there's a number of like people in it, fuck it.
Pretty much.
Well, you've
Stay away
seen
from
Two Girls, One Cup, right? I mean,
No,
Everybody-
I know it because people described it, but I never watched it. No.
Are you serious? I thought everybody in the fucking world seen that. One time
I'm
or
shocked
Once
that
I've
you
heard
never
about
seen
it, why
that.
would I watch it?
I don't think it was real though. That was
It's just-
fake, wasn't it?
Care?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fake or real. I'm not watching it.
Look, buddy,
that'd
it's
be
just
pretty
pudding.
hard to fake. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It was ice
Compare-
cream or something.
The
Either
shit
one.
looked like ice cream. It really did. Yeah.
Someone
It's like
described
soft
it. Like,
serve coming out of that girl's butt.
Two Kentuckians, one math problem. Oh shit!
Even the
Comes
title.
from motherfucker from West Virginia.
Yeah, he always
the
acts like he
title.
ain't from fucking West Virginia, which is even worse.
Nothing good would
Northern
come
West
out of One
Virginia is
Cup
still
and Two
West
Girls.
Virginia, motherfucker.
Cake farts is I actually have seen that, which is bizarre.
I've
Have you
seen
ever-
Goatsy. That's disgusting.
You saw it?
Goatsy, yeah. Oh God.
I don't know what that is. Thank
It's
for
called
God.
goat seed.
No,
Goat ice.
goat seed, like GOATSE.
Oh. I thought you said goat seed.
Go Donald.
Carter says, I distinctly remember the old blog TV show CK reenacting Two Girls Woke Up to an Absolutely Disgusted Michael Felsher.
I do kind of remember. Man, that's one of the. Would have loved to have had that saved. It'd been great.
When you say reenacting, like you're describing it, or are you like standing up and?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
I was shitting in a bowl on blog TV. Ate up, snip it, come on.
Well, I mean, you fart in the mic, so you never know. Like,
Yeah. Holy shit.
What's crazy is though, it's like thinking back though, and we're going back probably for a lot of people in the chat rooms even born, or they were shitting their pants at least if they were around. These same exact sort of shows were on blog TV 18 years ago, but they didn't have a way of saving them or whatever. You couldn't save them. It was just live. That was it.
right.
That's wild that technology was around back then, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any other thoughts about Faces of Death, Mark? Do you have anything that can like summarize this for us, bring us back around? And
No, I mean, a couple things we didn't mention was like Michael Carr, who was a serious actor at one point before he got involved. He's the guy who plays Dr. Gross, the fake pathologist in the films. I mean, he did a bunch of classic stuff in the 60s and the 50s. I mean, Gunsmoke, Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, stuff like that. Mostly Western stuff, but still a respected actor, probably before he got to Faces of Death. And let's see. Well, obviously, the director has passed away. I talked a little bit about his stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, talked about the home video market a bit, the theatrical release, how much the movies made, stuff like that. So, yeah, that kind of sums it all up. I think we did it as deep of a dive as we can do without getting into more details of the film.
Yeah, because let's be honest, we're not all going to go back and rewatch all that shit. Now, come on.
No.
I'm not, at least.
Well, Mark did.
Mark's gonna stay up all night and watch every one of them back
Mark
to back.
rewatched all the
No.
Traces of Death and Faces of Death, all that shit.
I mean, if
He's-
anybody's got any questions in the chat, throw them up. I mean, I'll try
I just
to
here's what I imagine. Right, Mark takes them fucking headphones off, and then he sits like 2 or 3 inches in front of the television, watches movies like Faces of Death, just no expression.
I did get some weird shit at Goodwill the other day. Check this out. This movie is not one of my favorites, but it was so unique, and it was just $1. When's the last time you've seen a double clamshell tape?
very rare. I mean, I've seen them a couple times, but very rare.
Look at that shit.
Wow.
Once Upon a Time in America. It's like one of the longest movies ever. I'm not really that big of a fan, but I thought it was kind of interesting for $1. And this is one of those El Cheapo Lionsgate movies, Bloodline for $1.49. It doesn't.
That looks goddamn horrible. Why would you buy that? What are you gonna do with that?
2005. Man, you know me. Any sort of horror movie or something, it looks like really, really shitty. If it's like $1, $1.50 at the Goodwill, I'll probably get it.
I thought you said you were running out of room.
Well, I've still got plenty of room in my storage building back there. That's where most of these are going. The Landlady with Talia Shire on DVD.
Jesus Christ.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
So all the movies, like just the storage, just is it just movies in there? The storage?
I would say a good 60% of it's movies. There's probably at least couple thousand movies back there.
Do you guys have anywhere around you where you guys could like sell off any of those and actually get some money?
Well, he just bought them. He's not going to sell them.
Well, not those, but I'm talking about like all the stuff from like the review days of Dead Hit.
We were thinking about,
We're just talking about this.
yeah, because we've been kind of teetering back and forth about starting a web store up where we put like, because we get, dude, in the last week, we just split them up tonight. 17 fucking movies in the last week that we were sent to review. There's no way that we can keep all this shit. So,
No.
yeah, we'll probably end up opening up like I don't know if we'll do Shopify or Big Cartel or one of those sites, so we can just randomly add stuff and put it up on there and make sure that it's cheaper than eBay. Told Uncle Bill price wise, 20% less than whatever it's on eBay. Be a good way to do it. So maybe we'll do that and get rid of shit.
So stay tuned for deadshop.com. Here's some shit like that.
I'm not kidding you, man. As far as review copies go, we get more now than we have ever gotten.
17 sounds like a lot.
In 1 week. 17 movies.
We've never gotten anything like that. Like, I couldn't fucking believe it when I saw that. But now let's not get it twisted. About half these fucking movies are going to be pure ice.
But you'll get them at a valuable price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sold soon on the pit stop.
Do the bundle thing. Just bundle quite a few of them together.
Yeah, save on shipping.
Yeah.
With maximum shipping of $8 or whatever. Buy as much shit as you want to. Buy it now.
Jump into the pit and grab these deals.
Grab these nuts. All right. So on that note, I feel like we've gone through enough faces, death, traces, death,
Yeah.
faces.
What about traces of vinyl? Talk about that, yeah.
That too, yeah. Faces ass. That was a good one. So
The many asses of death.
Traces of meth.
traces of meth, which he's definitely gonna make that shirt.
Yeah, oh, that's got to be a shirt.
Faces meth. Yeah. Okay, so Rambo, what do you got coming up? What's going on?
A lot of random stuff, thanks to people out there. So, long story short, review of Devil Fetus.
I can't
Will
wait
be
to
up
see
soon.
that actually.
As well as random stuff, the rest of Monster, the Ed Gein story, those episodes, and a lot more, including a bunch of stuff. Random, every day. Thanks to you guys up there. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. How about you, Mark?
Yeah, next video will be the Faces of Death bust overview.
Hey,
Then I'll
Mark,
be
hold that
doing
up one more time.
hold on,
Does it make a noise or anything? Can you push a button on it?
No.
Uh,
That damn thing's killer though.
That needs like a signal screen.
Yeah.
what is that? What material is that made out of? What is that?
I have no idea.
Is it like a resin or like a?
Yeah. Now that I touched the face, yeah, it's
You would think that would be very hard to package up, especially going overseas.
yeah. Thankfully, all the busts that I've gotten, all these big box sets, none of them have ever been damaged. They package them really, really well. So yeah, video on that. Stream on the weekend with Rambo. We got another paid request for a commentary.
Buddy, fuck both y'all. I'm sick of this shit. Oh, damn it. Get off here.
It's for Disturbia. I doubt you want to watch Disturbia, Uncle Bill.
Every time, listen, every damn time there's a request to do fucking commentary video, it's always them two assholes. Nobody ever requests me to be on there.
Uncle Bill, I think he's got a special message for both of you all tonight.
Finger fuck yourself tonight. Pull it out, lick it clean from your butt. Finger fuck yourself tonight. Pull it out, lick it clean, all in one night.
Okay. To be fair, the guy said if Uncle Bill wants to join, he can. But I'm assuming Uncle Bill don't give a fuck about a Shia LaBeouf movie.
Yeah.
He'd rather bleach his
No.
asshole than watch fucking Disturbia.
Solo, man. We're in the middle of a solo.
Finger fuck.
Restarted. All right. No, you're right.
To
about
join
both
me and
of
Mark
them.
for a commentary of
You're
Disturbia.
correct about both those. I don't. Number one, I don't give a fuck. But number two, like I don't want to watch Shia LaBeouf movie. No, I'm good.
How about the Fast and the Furious? Because Mark, we got a request for that too.
No,
Oh, did we
No.
really?
Yeah,
I'm fine on that one too.
Is it the first one?
the first one.
Jordana
Wow.
Brewster, man.
Yeah, I could look at her all day. Yeah, that's cool.
So, Uncle Bill, you want to join us for that?
No thanks.
Okay, then I don't hear this bullshit.
Well, Uncle Bill could look at Paul Walker for the whole movie. He'd enjoy that.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Uncle Bill, I'm asking, when are we doing the Bloodsport commentary?
I don't know. You motherfuckers never commit to it. You
Next
never
week.
will.
Next
Don't
week, you guys can do it.
Next week.
All right. That actually will work. So next week,
Finally.
All
the
right.
blood sport commentary.
There you go.
What are we doing? Are we doing anything? Like what the fuck is
Well, we got to do a Dead Pit is Watching because we've got 87 movies in the queue to review. So that'll probably be this coming
What are some of them, if you
Thursday.
can name them? Just a handful. What would it be?
I got
You
a
wanna
bunch
hear-
of them right here.
Well, what's something you got, Uncle Bill? And I'll think of a couple to freeze up.
What? Yeah.
I've got Beethoven. We're going to look at the new Blu-ray of Beethoven from Kino.
It's your face talking about Beethoven.
What else? Spellbinder, which goddamn boys, Kelly Preston in that movie. Woo!
Mhm.
Ilsa, the Siberian Husky, or what? Which one was the name? That's the weirdest
Yeah.
fucking Ilsa movie ever, by the way.
Ilsa the Siberian Husky.
Like 27 years passed, right? Ilsa hasn't aged at all in this movie. And then the Saw movies. What else are we looking at?
So I know we got to do Saw 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I know we got to do. I got Vampire Circus. Shit. What else was it? Oh, those Arrow movies like Soldier.
Oh yeah, Inner Space.
Space.
We both watched that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of them, man.
Yeah. So that'd probably be Thursday.
There's an Anchor Bay video I see, you guys. There's a premiere or something, or is it a stream?
Yeah, it's a premiere on Monday. We're talking about this very obscure Three from the Mind of Stephen King set that Anchor Bay threw together that literally nobody knows about it at all. And it's kind of weird because it's three oddball Stephen King adaptations. Well, one of them isn't even an adaptation. We've got Creepshow 2, Children of the Corn, and Maximum Overdrive in this box set. We'll be talking about it.
Okay.
I have no idea why we just got this super chat, but Mark, what's your favorite Backstreet Boys song?
I don't know. I couldn't even think of one of their songs.
That's a lie.
Bullshit. Come on.
Yeah, it sounded like he was just trying to convince himself he didn't know any of their songs.
Yeah.
I'm just Google it Google the name. Let's see a song. Here.
And CJ, I know you answered this before, but I know someone earlier was asking, since WrestleMania is kind of a dud, do you think you'll skip any WrestleMania talk, or you think you'll do one more WrestleMania thing?
We've been talking. We're going to. I think the thing to do is one night, like maybe Sunday night, just do one review of the entire show. What do you think, Mark? Because doing 2 nights is just like, for this year especially, it's like
Pat McAfee.
we don't need to do that.
No, I think one night will be sufficient, and then we can just discuss everything from both nights in one stream.
We did that for, was it SummerSlam that did 2 nights? And that seemed to work out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was SummerSlam.
Are they all 2 nights now?
Not yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
I mean,
so far, I think it's just SummerSlam and Mania.
Am I wrong though, or is this not? Because we've all been through like the '90s WrestleMania, like the mid '90s WrestleManias and shit like that. The fucking, but isn't this not like one of the worst looking build up kind of for WrestleMania?
There's no buzz, like zero buzz. I've heard.
Honestly, I mean, for me, I think all the Mania buildups are pretty lackluster. That's just me. For the most part, there's exceptions, of course.
All of them ever?
No, not ever. There's exceptions, but most of the time, they're always. I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen one that seems so like thrown together though.
The only match is Obafemi and Brock Lesnar that I think that they have built decent. The other ones is like just totally thrown out there and doesn't seem like, for one thing, Cody Rhodes, if they don't turn Cody Rhodes heel at the end of that show or do something, then that's ridiculous. Because that was the biggest. They could have done something crazy like that and got instant heat from the crowd because they already want to boo Cody. Everybody's fucking sick of Cody and his fucking big neck tattoo and his pocket watch and all that bullshit. His lift, baby. His lift don't work like his daddy did.
Well, see, I would have been fine with it because they got enough history, but adding McAfee and Jelly Donut or whoever the fuck the guy is, like those outside elements just seem so unnecessary. Same thing with the little Yachty thing, and I don't know. I mean, I think
little Yachty's bringing the people in. That's why they got
is he
in there? Yeah,
okay.
He's talking behind the seats.
I've never heard of him before.
Little pontoon.
Just be happy you have it. It's terrible.
Little Yeti.
Oh God.
Oh, and I forgot about that. I'll be doing a stream with Crater on next Wednesday. Another wrestling stream.
Yeah, Crater's been burning up how I got into wrestling shows, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Well, until we, I guess, do another show for the deputies watching, and then we do the Bloodsport commentary on Friday. It's been a real pleasure. It's been an excellent time sitting down with you gentlemen to talk about all these murder films. And just remember that everybody dies in these fucking movies, especially, but Friday Night Lives, bulls.
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play.
Hey, everybody. everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, fools, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.